Good evening to kwaniriza nnyo ku Junction ogambo kya gy'oli gyesinzidde okuba ng'otulaba. We hope that you're doing well era buli kimu kikutambulira bulungi. Anti Sumakula and Pavin, the nitty-gritties, the things ebitusumbuwa oba ebisumbuwa abantu betulabyeko nga it could have been resolved or sorted as early as possible. Our topic of discussion today was how can insecurities affect your life or your lifestyle? How have some of the people's insecurities affected their lives and what they could have done better for themselves? Nti waliwo ekintu ekikunyigiriza oba ekintu kyotali comfortable nakyo nekikufuula meek, you pull away from society, you don't contribute anything, olw'ensonga nti
even you limit your success.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to be so shy. Nga bw'oteekawo abantu, even 5 people, siyinza kwogera, I couldn't express myself. Kati one time, sijja kwogera this person gwe nali njagala okumeetinga ennyo. Back those days, nga sinnatandika kubeera na bold, Katonda kunnyamba. So ne bamunfunira mu meetinga. Nenkaabawo.
That's so embarrassing.
Nga nkankana.
I think you were very overwhelmed.
No, I couldn't even say a word. Ekinene nnyo kye namufunako yali hug. Oh, it's okay, nga yalowooza nkaba because, you know, as a celebrity, what. But bye nali njagala omugamba kalisiti kange.
Who was it?
Who
was it though?
No.
Was it the first lady of US?
No, I think I know that person.
Mwagala chinga sina meeting wa Uganda.
I know that person.
What? Which person? Who?
Is it? Is it?
You're sick.
Is it?
Shut up.
I
like her.
Yeah. But anyway, while we're into ebikutuukako oba ebikubeerako no
one thing we need
pulling
to know, first and foremost, we are not complete, 100%.
Yeah,
okay?
we're not perfect.
We are not perfect.
It's only God is perfect.
We have a lot of great potential and a lot of great physical parts that make us confident. Actually,
can I give you a testimony? Mine wasn't physical. Mine was oba emotion, oba what. My father's shoes have always been so big for me to feel. Yes, like
why can't you do this?
Exactly. Like because ngabuli wogamba I'm Pavin Senkubuge. Your Senkubuge Siasa's daughter. Oh wow, nice meeting you. Now their expectations already have been raised. You cannot fail at anything because he is a great man. Like he did what he had to do. He reached the peak of his mountain. You get. Now ungabobera munde ka shortcoming akatono. You failed the person's perceptions of you.
Yes. People forget that you are you.
And you cannot dance magand. How hard is your waist?
But can you?
Mumpe ekigundi bakita bate?
Ekisanso.
Tetugambe ekyenje.
But anyway, so I would get into places like all the schools I've been to, Budo. I remember joining even the university. Like the people who were there, like seeing
Mwami drama club.
You have to be in drama. You have to be extremely brilliant. You have to be exceptional. You have to be outspoken. You have Banag. Kakati, first of all, I already know these shoes are big to feel. Oshegera. Ngana katono kenandi sobodo kwekolera wonchoka kola because I'm fearing what if I'm not good enough.
Yeah? In fact,
it was fear. It's who I am. Or probably I'm big or I'm a giant in other places. Yes. But now you're expecting me to be this good as a legend. I can't. He worked towards that.
At your age,
exactly.
You're
he works
still young,
toward.
Trying to work on yourself.
So I've always been that person who has lived under my dad's shadow. It has its pros and cons. Until what is it? Yeah. It has its pros and cons that there are so many places I got to because of him, and I'm totally grateful, forever be grateful. But then there are other expectations that people have of you know, like you keep in order.
But
because you think everyone is watching me and expecting this of me.
You will keep in order, but one thing I'm happy about that you fought yourself to bring out the Pavin.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Senkubuge has a totally different package. Yajjanga katonda mu package nze mwekyo kyali. Kati much as yakuzaala naye naawe wajja ne package yo.
Yeah,
So
naye
that we wouldn't
antisolaba
want you to lose your potential and package into another person. So I'm really happy that having, you have
because
fought your way to bring out your own package.
and they kept on, my parents
Because
kept on
we don't
telling me
wanna
that
lose you.
you're your own person,
Yes,
make your own
exactly.
decisions. They
Usually-
supported my decisions
usually
in
abaana
life.
abamu abatambulira mu shadow z'abazadde n'osanga oli becomes a doctor because the parents are doctors, becomes a lawyer because parents are lawyers, n'ayingira ekintu ky'atayagala nga
Kyatali
talina passion
originally,
yakyo,
kyatali wired into.
n'atuuka okwagala okuddamu pursuing ekirala. Usually abamu
Ng'obudde
kiba too
bugenze.
late, osanga ng'oli agamba I'm a doctor by profession but I'm a DJ. I did that too.
And you're wondering,
my parents, okay, pharmacist.
Sofa, Pharaoh.
Like
they
a
get-
pharmacist
they
here
get
at Seoul,
lost.
Javi.
Right?
Yes.
He's a pharmacist, I remember that.
So-
But he's a producer.
And he's a producer, he's a music producer, he's a minister, muyembi byonna abikola. So nolabanga either the parents bayagala akikole, naye
Well,
insecurities.
mine have always been even open about it. Like I remember,
I blush.
no, like they've always been open about it. We had in Budo, you dramatize the books that you're studying in literature. So there was this book that we did. It had Lady Tizo and Sir Tizo, and I was like one of the main actresses there. The school invited him to come and see how are we doing. Are we doing great?
Oh my
You know, I'm all happy. That you could see, you know your parents. You could see he wasn't receptive about it. And he's asking me, so you think you, because I'm that good. Yeah, I'm really good. Like Chiri Musai,
impress
mommy, daddy, and I did really well, but I could see it's not the path that he wanted me to take. He always wanted me to be a lawyer because I talk a lot.
But lawyers are not essential workers.
Okitegeera ndi awo ndi muvuga mmotoka mpitawo
And it's happy.
munneebaza mukama katonda.
But one thing we need to understand also is abazadde basobola okutusiimira nga balabye character zaffe bo ne batubalira professions ze balowooza mutwandijjidde kati because you speak a lot, probably a lawyer, but because you speak a lot, your media personality,
Nga teyakitunuulidde.
which also fits
But I
in.
think yayongera namu
I think
median.
then,
I never spoke with
No, but
omanyi wabawo
it's really
ekintu
good.
nga yes kya mwana wo naye ng'embeera gye balimu kangereze omuntu ayinza oluzinga inspiration lwa mbeera y'abantu gye bayitamu eyo profession. Right now omwana bw'aŋŋamba nti agala beera musomesa, I don't think I would let my son be a teacher.
Why?
struggle is real.
The
Why?
struggle is real.
Makulu.
Nkubuulidde
Era n'emyaka 5 emabega omanyi ndi musomesa kati kantereere n'emyaka 5 emabega era tewandimukkiriza
anti ngenda kugereza
nti
mu
professions
kubanga-
abantu ze batandise okulengeza
No,
Olwami
njagala
tetuzirengeza.
ensimbi
kuba
teziwera
mbeera. Anti so njagala olabe
It
embeera
is
ya
good to
COVID.
be a teacher.
Anti
Naye
nkugereza.
muwendo ki gwe tuwa abasomesa
No,
ennaku zino?
nkugereza embeera ya
Kugamba-
COVID negamba naye omwana wange bw'anaabeera omusomesa okusinziira ku mbeera
Anaayita
naye nga
bw'atya.
tekyasobola noga mwana wange mbalabe nga babonaabona
si nga
nalivaamu.
kyasobola kyayagala
kyayagala kati nosanga omuzadde ng'ogenda kwesanga omwana omukasa abeere omusawo olw'embeera gwe
naye
gyolaba
nga
nga
takyagala
takyagala. So naye bwe tunulira ku bunafu, I've seen girls being abused and used olwa insecurities zaabwe. Nobeera mu relationship nolowooza omusajja akuyamba
Akuyamba buyamba beera naawe.
because
Because you
olaba-
don't feel pretty
you
enough.
don't feel pretty enough okuba
Auntie-
nolowooza bambi he doesn't deserve
There's
me.
a kabimba I saw. You're very good looking. Your girlfriend is very good looking. Naye oli mukunkwana mwagala kunsekerera like the person's self-esteem is so low. She feels like if someone is so good looking and they are, trying to court them or
Then they
date them,
don't-
I don't
they
know,
probably
social
have
media
an
is going to
agenda.
drive people crazy.
Yeah.
Nabadde ndaba omuntu ku status ye ng'apostinze some video. Bali ku TV, it was a TV show nga Junction. Kati nga bala bali babiri n'omulenzi omu. They had hosted the ladies. Nga omuwala omu n'agamba ugly girls should give men upkeep.
Yeah, true. I saw that. But sasula munange kugumikiriza zike.
But-
It's not me saying it, but that's how social media continued to finish the post, not me. And so those are not my words.
But
Can you
yeah,
imagine?
let me be
Imagine
honest.
every day ng'ofuna ebintu bwe bityo nga nawe obadde bulijjo olowooza
And you
you
already
know.
have self-doubt.
Yes, you have self-doubt.
Ah,
Olowooza ogenda beerawo
nze-
otya?
nze kaŋŋambe kino njagala nnyo ebintu ebikweraliikiriza bibeere nga osobola obikyusa.
Yeah.
Kubanga ekintu ekikweraliikiriza nga you can't even change it. Nga if you have to change it, the after effects are going to be so bad. Then why choose that type, that lane? Because, for instance, let's look at physical appearance. Life is not all about looks.
Like my dad used to tell me. My dad used to tell me, you have a small butt, but it's okay. Because
say it in Luganda. You're making it seem cordial. Daddy said what?
Because I would expect a parent to say that.
Yagamba. Oyina kabina katono naye kalyo
muserebendo oli awo
toyawula
mugongo nagano.
You used to tell me you have this beautiful akabina katono naye kakumala.
Ndozo yakuwa confidence.
Anti nga nyambala
nga wobera ne mukwano gwo nga mwambalamu.
Nga bisango pene nga ne daddy sunyumya akabina tikalina kamba katono naye kakumala. Like he told me the truth. Katono.
Naye nga bambi era you struggle in some places.
I do struggle.
Because if you do not have, of course, in some way.
You do not have.
And so let's be realistic. You know what we mean. And she's saying all those things because she has a waistline, she has bums and hips.
Let me tell you,
I'm saying, let's appreciate what we are.
We are now being on ground.
Yes, on ground.
On ground.
Mukwano, nze nali munene nga ninga kivunyu.
Nawe, what's wrong with you?
Katukuli ebizibu byaffe abali tebekkiriza mu bye twayitamu. Omanyi ffe twalinako omulembe high west zikomyewo ng'oyambala high west naye ng'olinga kando.
Ogenda n'olaba omuwala ng'ayambadde zino jeans zaakomyewo eza bell bottom ng'alinga ecupa yaki Coca-Cola. Anti wano nga ezimbye mu kibutobuto then nemala neeyiika ku flared jeans. And you're thinking, wow. Really? You woke up and decided that this is it?
I was so small.
I think we just need to put on what goes with our...
It's okay to be... It's okay to be comfortable with your body. Know how to dress yourself appropriately. So you don't become a laughing stock. Kuba tubiraba.
Time when nali awo ku university, high west zaliwoko. Kati ebiseera byo try to zita kundi show ze tuita crop tops. Ze muita crop tops. Kati bukundi show nali siraga of course kondi
ate no yamba kundi shonge ordinary ne egondi
eri eri fubutukayo
nga koja wote yali nyako
kaze kogena basekerera koja wali nyako ligenda.
That's what they say. Oba no teka we kinu
mamange yali teka
oba no teka amaza gatonye mu katoli
byo musomesa.
Kankubiri, when you become a parent, you stroke musawo muganda, stroke medical doctor, stroke mother, stroke sister. Speaking of Zaveti, let me tell you, something happened. Ya good day na yatiko mumwa. And I've never seen that much blood and pain. Of nga yesiko kufa ko bufifu. Nintandiko kaba I'm so weird. Kalika kantedda kaka witch doctor. Nenkwata omusayigwe nengitereka mu nsawo because I've never seen so much of blood like this. I feel like I'm throwing a part of her away.
Blood.
Yeah, it wasn't drop. It was a lot.
Pouring like a cup.
Not a cup.
For how long are you going to keep it?
I don't know if I fear throwing it.
You're becoming a witch.
Just flash it.
You become a witch. But you come and olaba wamazi wagatonyange nkube tonya wakakatuli kekola. Keno senewo iwa mukundi. So that later on when she wears a bikini, hakundi looks nice.
Wabi yuwayo?
No.
Do you know what
of
things
course,
that we
you hear all those things, but you choose.
Twagenda kunyumba ngo osimayo bati buno babita batya?
Obutuli.
Kwabanga obuno obuko obuyina obunyo obuluma ku mimwa. Obufuyirize.
What's that?
Obufuyirize. Buno buyamba n'okumera amabere.
Kongola mabere.
No, obufuyirize bulinga bwolaba bumites. They are mites. Kati buyina obumwanga buluma bwe butinga bwolaba termite. Buluma bwe bati maaso.
So you put it on your boob?
Not even eno yonna. Ku nipple.
Kunywanto.
Kati ne kalumako we kati n'otambula ng'okali.
Kati eba terikoze. Diba lizimbye from the pain, right?
Yes.
Fun for you now you go. Showing off your chest. You see how you bring your own problems? Do you see how you bring yourself problems? Like we're always so quick to grow up, and then when it actually happens, you think, oh my God, they're so big, they're so what, they're so how, they're so...
I think ebera
kati aha
innocence.
n'oteekako obuwuka bukulume
kati obuuka ewannuma ennywanto neezimba mami naŋŋamba gazze
gakuze
naye naŋŋamba okimaintaininga
balina okukuluma
buli lunaku
my god
kati maama yali amanyi nti
Mami,
otaddeko
tokyaddimu.
obufuuyirize
yandagiriranga ne gye buli ku nsonda
ng'oli wa myaka emeka
ng'afa bambi to satisfy her ego
njagala
abeerenga baana
balina
banne
amabeere nninga mulenzi
wali okyali
Amabeere
buli mwana
gange.
developinga differently
gambira mu senior one to make it worse ninga mami yannimba naŋŋamba nedda nti kati akamu kayinza okuba kakuluma nga kato wasaaka akato simanyi nikakonya akalala
mukazi wattu
Mami, she lied to me,
ng'agezaako
ampe
akuwe
confidence nti ki ngizama kati senior one nyingira mu ssomero ninga mulenzi
tomboy ha si gwa talina kabina
kitante hiyo
so you're just there
Sirina kabina.
kando si bwakiyise
like
ate
kando
ne babalemerako mu kuba ebikalo
sina kabina
mbu put it in the waistline
osiye tai omanyi uniform wekitante bulinga
No.
bwa mengo bwano buba straight
oh god
ngeno wasikakola mbwe kati emabega bwoba tolina kabina kizibu okubanga ne hips olina emabega ne musaidi ne maaso mufaanagana sayina lubuto akamabere tekuli kati okubanga nfunamuko ku mirembe nenfuna group y'abawala ba tomboys ku ssomero so nenjoyininga football club ntandika osamba omupiira ngaoyambala shorts
football nayo wabalenzi
bakuba emiddewaka naye omuzadde teyebuuza lwaki nagiyingira nga nfaanana abasajja
yeah bambi nga you're not feeling it
yes so nga ndowooza ndi abnormal siina mabeere
olaba kale self esteem ne confidence weegenda
and now there's a problem because there's a problem
need to tell
when
us
our
the
producer
truth.
was explaining the show he said things that you cannot change or alter and now
Yeah.
the problem that I'm talking about is right now with the right amount of money you can get a nose job, you can fill your lips, you can do fillers, you can do a double chin,
Even
you
the
can do
bats.
the BBL. BBL has become so common that it has even reached Uganda. It's
BBL?
like it's called the Brazilian butt lift. Tebakuteeka mu kintu kyonna wabula bafuna amasavu go ne bagajjayo ne bagateeka mu kabina ne mu hips.
bagajjayo mu lubuto
wonna we gali amangi
Exactly. Wonna we gali amayitirivu. So it's called BBL, Brazilian butt lift. So bafuna amasavu we gali ne bagajjayo ne bagassa mu kabina ne bassa mu hips no vayo ne bakumoldinga. Now, people think it's easy because there are countries that have come out to do it cheaply. But now the healing process,
gireke
the molding
long?
balina kiggata kye bakusiba. The pain that you go through. Because now you have to mold nti olina okwewumba wali bwe babijje waguddemu wakwate.
naye Pavin
ate
still
jjukira tebajjeewo nnyama bajjeewo
oba abantu
masavu
abamu tebalina conscience mu bo kubanga
naye tubiri
nze ekintu
satisfied
kyembeeramu
with
nga
what we are.
nakikola
Society.
si kyange mbeera uncomfortable
How?
nga
Let me tell you, my
nkimanyi,
friend, you get the BBL,
Ate
you broke it, you look like, otambula what?
Pavin, let me be honest with you.
katugambawo basobola obbikola nawe waliwo n'omuwala tannasobola bbikola era
Atannazaala, you don't know the
olowooza you have to look
repercussions.
like that lady golaba ku TV
Exactly.
nga golaba ku social media nga ezimu yataddemu filters alina perfect skin naye nga it's a filter nga
N'ogenda okikole nga for them they're on filters and living a natural healthy
natural
life.
healthy life ng'oli mu bizigo oli mu ki naye insecurity ezimu zisobola okulemesa okuba n'abantu boyina obeera nabo for example twabeeranga ku ssomero ng'abaana abamu nga katugambe nga olowooza muli baavu nnyo ng'otya okubeera n'abaana balina ku
Yeah.
ssente
True.
naye ng'ate be bamu be bagezi mu class kati omissinga out ku kusoma ng'oli ku insecurity yewammwe tetulina
Sina
ssente
bwavu nnyo. For the millennials to put it in better relatable terms, you're not cool enough.
you're not cool, yeah.
You cannot relate,
Pavin.
you don't have the kind of phones that they have, your parents are not, because most cases in our naivety, we never think of the poverty. The poverty checks in when you can't afford the phones they have, or the geometrical sets. You remember those days?
Yes.
Nga balina kali kaseti, naba Oxford,
Bali
nabo
baka Oxford,
banjawulo.
ya black,
So you
oba-
fear to relate with people who could have elevated you or made you better because you cannot afford to be as cool as they are. Yeah, and it's an insecurity that happens of chikula bukuzi. There are people who think, oh, I outgrew it. But you grow up like that. Ne bakutwala in a place you've read. Muzadde wo as sacrifices buli kimu. You've qualified. okitegeera nene bakutwala okugenda okuwa speech or whatever you make you fear to speak notuuka n'omulimu negukulema ne interview n'ogigwa because you feel like I do not deserve to sit in this area. Yeah.
Now let me say this, let us not get lost in other people.
We shouldn't.
Many times we should avoid self-denial. Then there's what we call self-acceptance. Then self-awareness. Wetegere otegere nti bwenti bwenfaananye ngoye kyezinannyumira bwenti bwenfaananye ndi muddugavu kiriza nti oli muddugavu ate Katonda teyakola nsobi lwaki ate weeyerusa ogende weeyonoone. You see, at the end of the day, by the time people get money to do those things and you know, uplift this and that, abantu already balina omulala ate gwe bamanyi okuva emabega yonna whereby ebifaananyi by'emabega tebigenda kuvunda.
They don't care.
But the thing is anything artificial, maintaining it
is very
not
expensive.
a joke. Another thing, they have side effects you cannot reverse. At the end of the day, you may look good, but probably only for 3 years, only for 4 years, for a short time. So at the end of the day,
True. Because they do it from cheap places. Oba balowooza that it's a one-time thing, even if you're lied to, because they lie to you and they tell you, yeah, this is because tebasala tebalina kye bakola tebakuteeka mu silicon bakosayo nakyo fat, but maintenance is going to be.
God didn't make a mistake to make you the way you are, you know?
Another generation kamugereze nti Pavin singa abava from a humble home or humble background Katonda nagenda nga akwelevatinga mpola mpola n'otuuka bwe tunagambira nti Pavin is a first lady, Pavin is a billionaire in this country.
Amen, Jesus. Kati, first lady sagala, but billionaire in Jesus' name.
Kati oyinza osanga Pavin yono eyandiyambye omwana ayina insecurities Pavin ze yayina oba omuyamba kayinza okuba teyazina naye nga alaba walina okuba nga aliyo omwana eyayitako mu life ye ey'okuba tetulina naye nayitawo ntya. Usually abamu we bagetting on top bakweka life yaabwe nekadde.
We do. Do you know why?
Using it as a testimony.
I'm not Jesus.
Tetugambe genda ku church.
Go and do your own struggle, your own way. So that what? Do you know what happens? Do you know what happens when those people come out and talk? You judge them.
It's okay.
You start to Auntie, no, it's okay because it's your calling. Auntie Sue, I can never relate with Auntie Sue because her look at life is softer because she's a counselor. You are built that way. You are built that way, and then you are professionally tuned to actually understand. But then Chemuta Tegera is you can better deal with whatever is going to come your way because status built whatever. Nekati waliwo omuntu agenda okwogera kiki kye yayitamu bamujajinge kale mulabo oyo ateekwa okuba yalina malaayi oba yakola bw'ati yabba nanzibe. I'm trying to tell you who I was. Waliwo abagamba nti tosobola tulima nti sente zonna ze wakola wazijja manda mukkirira wansi wenya. You've heard the stories. I'm sure you know. Ng'omuntu agezezaako okugamba naga mutulimba. And then the other thing is even the times have changed. The best I can do is to tell you, no one wakes up a billionaire. Okay, yeah, some people are born billionaires, but the people who have worked for it, they actually do work. Equip people with the sense of work and knowing that you have to work for whatever it is that you want.
But work is not enough.
Right now. Okunga manti watunanga kabalagala bameka bamulya kati. Omuntu
ayinza okuba ngali njagereza ku salt era nja kosa abantu abatayinza getting offended. Kangeze ng'omuntu ali ku salt. MD namuyita namugamba njagala kufuula GM wa company naye nga alina kino sisobola ekyo ekifo ekibadde mwami Senkubuge nze nkikola ntya abantu bagenda kunkyawa bwe nakibeeramu kati abasigadde bonna abadde bakwano bange tebagenda kuddamu kwogera nange kubanga kati bajja kundabangwa abaliko waggulu nnyo n'osanga omuntu ng'asobola okera n'agamba no I can't be a GM.
Yeah, now
and we need this one, Mr. Senkubuge. Ngera tukiriza nti buli muntu aina strength and weakness.
True.
Nagamba na ye, you can make it, you can do it. Ngayogera mbulambu omuntu oyo. Nebwe tugamba nti
don't bore us.
No, asobola okuba nagamba nze nali sikiza nti nsobola n'okuyita
this is coming for me. But
Let me say,
Nkulabye
like right now, or not even right now, bujjatero tugamba, your mom spoke to you.
Yeah, true.
Nagamba, you have to be this. You have to do this because of this and this. Taba byogera. Omuntu osobola okubeera eno n'obeera ng'ogamba kino sobola kibeera, I can't be here. Ne Mr. K yandiko approachinze. N'ogamba, kati eno omusajja yalika okuba ayagala kunsekerera, ayagala kunkozesa mbamanya
abagagga. You want to laugh at me?
Oyagala kunkozesa abagagga bwe batyo.
Kiri bwe kiti.
Because tebakubuildinga, tebakumoldinga kubanga ovaayo ng'omukazi. Otegera nti you deserve every good thing in this world.
Ne baba bakikuteekamu. Kiyigo otandiko kyeteekamu. Kubanga togenda kuddayo mu buto bazadde bo bakutandikeko nga ne kye baali bakola baali tebakitegeera. Because the thing is, for how long are you going to lament about a situation like that? We may blame the parents, but now you're an independent person. What is it you're going to do that is going to uplift you? Ekirala njagala nnyo abantu bategeere nti ffenna tetugenda kufaanagana. Tetugenda kufaanana mu abilities, tetugenda kufaanana mu weaknesses, tetugenda kufaanana mu nfaanana. We are all packaged differently. Kati njagala nnyo abantu batuule awo and be able to identify those good niches, those good things that people will admire, that will attract people to you, that will magnet people to you, that will actually uplift you. Era ebintu ebyo kati nze omumwa mukama omumwa njogera as in if you give me an opportunity to talk nsabuliza really kati for me that is my strength. Kati nfuba okulanga ekintu ekyo ekyokwogera buli lwe nfunye opportunity studyinga audience yange netegera ngenda kwogera ki ngenda bisengeka ntya ngenda bitereza ntya nti n'obutaba na kabina bwange togenda kubulaba kubanga byenjogedde exactly osaanikidde obunafu buli naye buli tusosanga obunafu all the time.
Well, okyali ku junction tukyagendera ddala maaso era nga twogera ku insecurities and how best to deal with them. Those insecurities eziganye abantu okumuvinga forward oba eziganye gwe Toval.
Soul Television, Femunyo.
Tukyagendera ddala maaso okyali ku junction era nga twogera ku insecurities and the boundaries they create around us.
Tutunulire mu bintu bya bulijjo around us. Tuyina naffe mu byalo bane mu ggwanga naffe abantu betu netugamba naye omusajja oyo nga oyo omukazi tamusaanira nga kyolabanga obunafu ku ye kyolowooza nti bunafu omusajja yakyovalookinga
nga gemaanyi
oba omukazi yakyovalookinga okulaga nti si buli kyolowooza nti bunafu ku muntu bunafu really ku muntu omulala nti ojasanga abantu bonna bogamba nti oba mugagga oba omuntu alina bwati all the best models are single and all the girls bolowooza nti tebabasaanira are married.
And then they usually they have a term that says beautiful but unlucky. And I totally disagree with that. What is beautiful?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what we're being to be to displaying, be to describing as beauty.
When in actual sense,
that's not what I'm looking for.
No. Yes, exactly.
That's not what I'm looking for. As
Let's
a
go beyond looks. A person may be looking for a beautiful brain. A person may be looking at a beautiful heart, or a person who is very good with communication or omuntu omukunganya obudabudanga, and that's your strength.
Simply, I think how marriage and looking for partners would work for me. It's simple. If the goodness outweighs your flaws, then I'm willing to settle. I think that's how marriage works. Because flaws zibam.
Yes.
Tagena gamanti akamfuneyo mubiga akola bwati nedda. Abaina echama attracting. When someone gets attracted to you, the simplicity of beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder is when I have a soft spot for you, I won't see what's wrong with you.
There's nothing that you will see.
That's the simple illustration of beauty lies in the eyes of the omuntu woba omwagala tobiraba ebyabalaba bibamulondako. Yes, but you don't mind because they are part of that beautiful person that you love. Now, if the goodness outweighs kangambe in character ebyo badomenye ebyo byonna byonna nga be outweighing nti kino kye bamulabamu ebiri physical oba biki
then they don't care bulungi omuntu ayinza ogamba oli ugly naye nga gamba
yes you are probably you are not appealing to them
you're not appealing to them
you're not as beautiful according to
as
their
society
to their standard because we are minor standard kunze nyizo laba Pavin as a perfect person ngamba wow Pavin ayina omutima mulungi Pavin mulungi
ngaliwo agamba mulabe edduka
ate erifanality bwekito bwekiri so oyinza olowooza nti toyina kino nga ku muntu omulala n'agamba wow that's a beautiful woman.
This is what I would want. That's what I'm looking for.
We also need to understand that we are all wired differently and we have qualities that we look forward to, things that comfort us. Ebintu nze nga kyekijja okumpummuza kati ng'ebirala byonna by'onooleta n'omuki
waliwo nange kyennalaba oli yagamba
omusajja nowa brown aba mukazi
ebyeru naye
mbuno oba noki n'omukazi akusinga ekigere aba mister
kiringa omusajja ayambala 38 engatto
nene
aba mukazi
ng'ekifo ky'ekyama kya musajja
no, those are simple jokes of what society terms as.
Let's understand ourselves and really appreciate ourselves first before we display the negative energy out there. Because the thing is, however negative society may speak, as long as you yourself, you got yourself, there's a way, the wave will not kukuyuza kubanga njagala nnyo tusooke ffe twetegere tweyagale twenyumirwe
omanyi ndi muntu mukulu naye tukiriza amazima waliwo nalaba ku social media ningamba naye abantu bano batandise otumanyira nti omukazi ayambala size 30 musajja muno manya 40 ningamba okelemisi nyambala 40 Pavin 40 antisu 42
munange nzija mu basket yamwe ey'ebigere eby'abasajja Look at me.
Nga jeans ez'ebigere wasinga kufuna maybe za taata.
That's a problem.
Because we are a make of a contribution of mama and dad, man and a woman.
It
cannot be a problem.
No, like the problem I have with people in society of late is we preach so much self-confidence that abantu batandise otumanyira. People are moving naked. They said, "Auntie, when will you get a small stomach?" Nayambala condition, nayambala tight. Nomla nogamba. Whoa, you can't say anything because if you say anything, you're judgmental, you're mean. Oshegera. Don't be too confident.
Because at the end of the day, you will lose yourself still.
Trying to prove a point that you're okay with who you are.
Bobanga olina figanga mukama yajikuwanga emala bumazi. Kadati no salawo tweyambulira kubanga onofuna dya kabino
there's a lot of cellulite under thigh.
But at the end of the day olina abaana olina omwami kati bwono omala okweyambulira ensi bwono dda mu biseera bye ne bwoba tobalina ekyo jja bafuna
abantu boyagala impressing ogenda bamalayo
tosobola
bw'omitinga makula ayina kyanyumirwa ayina kyayagala nze nyinza okuba nga omuwala omuddugavu bambi wemulanga this girl is so beautiful ku Pavin ng'agamba naye wandifunye mukoka mulamu katini nodde wantisu nagamba naye ate ng'oyeruse nnyo nga Pavin amaze omugamba agwa mu kizigo.
Then you get confused.
That's how you run mad.
Let's not get lost.
That's another lesson, to learn to be yourself. Exactly. And to not to be listening to everyone's opinion.
And appreciate yourself.
And you're only going to do that by self-acceptance. Like kiriza chicho.
Ate muve mu self-denial.
Kiriza chicholi
era condition njanja kulaga why
ojagwa ddalu
kiriza choli
ojasula bubi
ononye engoye oba ne hairstyle ezikwatagana ne shape jolina.
Find ways of packaging your ugliness.
Imperfection eri gwe joloza jolina
ate abantu tebagenda faanagana bonna
tetusobola.
Of let girls do
difference is beautiful because the thing is abami bagenda kulondobamu batya asinga ku munne mungeri emu endala
buli muntu katonda
yamuleeta bonna nga
after creation God saw everything and said it was good.
And it was good.
That's what the Bible says.
It was good.
Exactly.
First of all, it's very important for us to have what we call self-love and self-appreciation. And of course, that also helps you to appreciate God in Himself.
Kiriza nti bw'oli
togenda kukikyusa
katonda yakuleeta bw'atyo era
amanye ensonga lwaki
toyinamu na mukono ku ndabikayo
ate akwagalirayo ate yakigenderera ate ayinza okuba amaanyi wano teyakuwa mangi naye ng'alina amaanyi we yagakuyiira nti n'abalabika obulungi beweegomba ate bakwegombako ekyo
focusinga nnyo ku strengths
so amaanyi oyogera ku maanyi ki
naddaba mama ndi mu kumaanyi mu beauty ate ne bwe gaba maanyi ago oyinza okuba oli musajja wa kitema mumpi si mumpi muwanvu si muwanvu oyinza okuba tolabika bulungi biri awo naye nga mukama alina ekitone kyeyakugonnomulako nga teri muntu mulala asobola kukikola nga bwokikola
omunyeyogera mu katono bwati ni
natera kuoleesa
ati owedda kulanga
so
onoonyawo
why I'm
kaisawo
saying that people need to first of all sit and have what we call self-awareness. Biki ku mubiri gwo naawe ne banno bye bakugamba nti bannange oli kyattabbu wano biwandiike then tugende mu ability tuba tukozesa Pavin, people focus so much on the negative and they forget the good they are, which they should improve and maintain.
Ebyo byonna by'oyogera nga psychologist but kati ngaffe abalemaani if you're not pretty you're not omuntu wa wansi ate eno confidence nompuliriza I may seem judgmental eyo sigenda gendayo sigenda genda wamma mulabe action zakola
agamba byenda n'ekibumba kyo
tuyina binoculars ntugenda tambula nga tubyetegereza
anti muna era bimala ne bivaayo
just accept that yes I am ugly according to society and how are you going to accept that your parents should have brought you up in that way or the schools that you went to or the church that you go to.
Ngabakugamba nti oli ugly kiriza
ngabakulaga ngabakusomesa that life has so much more to offer. These days we raise girls in ways whereby it's the body and the beauty that I have to offer only. Because if you're brilliant, a Madame Sebutinde out there, do you think she's going to have time to think about how her eyebrow is drawn? Ngoli wano okwasaganya by'amateeka biflyinga biddeeri ng'olowooza kasige really
ne society
really
ne society tegenda kulaba
but you get what I mean
tegenda kulaba bunafu
no one but we raise our children in ways of bw'oba omunaaza munyigenga kubunnya wano kabina mwambaza yabuguzi mu kiwato no me I think tebanyambaza kawuzi
kifo ky'omuliisa ebyennyanja ne mukenabe n'amagezi
omuliisa bintu simanya do what no they spend so much time you drink this that is what you're doing to your children.
Okay, we need to balance it all up.
You have
exactly.
We need to balance it all up.
18-year-old girl.
Balance the bongo, balance the heart.
All you do
and the character.
Marriage or in a relationship.
Or to the society.
Olimunywesa okura.
Okyali ku junction tukyagendera ddala maaso era nga twogera ku boundaries insecurities zezituleetedde tovaawo.
Soul Television, Femunyo.
Auntie Sumakula and Pavin, the insecurities. Don't forget, we have a YouTube channel, the Junction Soul Television, and a Facebook page as well. You go over there, follow up, and give us your opinion as well.
Your Instagram, please.
Yeah, my Instagram is at Pavin, the PAR_VIN. Please go follow me for content. Queen of content is me. So anyway, kyembadde mbagamba kiri bwe kiti. Tukuza abaana, mutukuza by oldies, mutukuza nga mutugamba omwalo olina kukola what, like you tune our brains into thinking that I have to look good enough for a man. It's only my body that I have to offer in society. So we grow up concentrating, and now nabagambyeko ku BBL, it's the order of the day. There's a time it broke the internet, ng'ennyonyi eyalijja abantu ettaki, buli muntu atudde mu kagaali ava kweyo procedure.
What?
Yes.
It even disables you to a point of kagaali.
For a good 6 months and more.
What, please?
Nga tosobola kutuula upright like this.
But do you know how much you're going to lose in those 6 months?
Do you know how much you're going to gain when you heal?
But what do you gain? Because usually...
Auntie, now for them.
Exactly, that's what you're saying,
It's
about your body.
To look good, you have to have now, this kind of shape.
Pavin, you're on social media. Ochimanyi bw'otandika oteekayo bu inspirations, God loves you.
You'll be so boring. You get like one like.
3 likes, 4 likes.
You just show them one nipple.
One nipple like this.
You break the internet. Pavin wamulabye banange Pavin yachitukoze. Pavin
She has
wamulabye.
likes, she'll get money, she'll make money.
You start becoming an influencer.
Gwe omuwala yenna atadeyo nuzize
how
ku
long
page
does
yolabe.
that take?
Exactly.
Do you know
that is the
the
beauty that fades, but that's what
the
you've done to them.
Those are the people telling us that we're ugly.
Okufuna views for 1 week. Nomala ensi ne yeta mu bwerere bwone kuviira.
Tetera vaawo. But I'm sure you're misunderstanding the point. The point is, mwe abayina that kind of influence. Teach them that you have so much more to offer.
And that's what we are doing
that
right
someone
now.
is going to love you for who you are.
Girls need to know it's...
Also, don't let yourself loose because they'll love you for who you are.
No, you have to look good. You have to take care of yourself. Weerabirire weefeeko. Kizibu nnyo okuddawo olowooze ku makulu obutaba na kabina.
Makula ekiteeteeyi kimpe.
Now?
Genda ko maama tutuleke.
Nze ndi muzibu.
Ate onaasiga ono. Suza bondaba.
Nkulaba omyansa.
Oba baali obeera
Okay.
Mulimi.
It's called love. I love you, Auntie Sue. I love you. I love you.
You deserve it.
Why? Yes, you deserve good
Just
things.
look at me. Don't say what you have
But
to
do you
say.
know that you're a giver, she's a giver.
Awitho.
Waliwo ebintu ebyatuyiza.
Awitho.
Pavin, thanks for my lunch. I had lunch today.
Okay, today kumulamwa. Insecurities.
So when it's about you tudda kumulamwa.
Yeah.
When it's about me.
Insecurities.
Anyway, mbadde ngamba nti abaana abawala kasita because gwosobola okikola nti oyinza okuba totegeera nakyokola bw'abanga omulenzi ng'akubira simu ng'ayagala your body kitegeeza that's all you can offer to him.
And
ate naawe kyokola.
hold up. Don't blame the boy. It means that's what you're availing.
That's what you are availing.
Chomansudde.
Yes, kyomulaze nti kyoyina.
Bwe mubanga reconciliation yammwe mbaddemu ne misunderstanding, it's always the bed.
Wekigwera.
That's all you have to offer.
Exactly.
Ate era kyekiri kye nagambye when you push negative energy, that's what the world will pick. So it has to be you pushing the right direction, and then people will follow you soon.
Let me tell you, men sleep with, of course, women who can do it better in bed, but they settle with brains.
Of course they do. And
he can sleep with anyone.
Once a man has had
Let me tell you, Pavin, a man can sleep with Auntie Sue. N'amanya oyo Auntie Sue mumazeeyo because era kijja tuko akumanyire n'anoonya makula na kati mu kunebaka okwebaka nange mwanoonya okulaba oba naawe olinamu ekyenjawulo kyo offering nanvaako nagende wa Pavin.
Akombeeyo.
Kati bw'atuuka ewa Pavin anti ffe tuliwo
mundeke
ne Katonda akimanyi bw'atuuka ewa Pavin agenda ozuula nga she has more to offer.
I always have more though.
Yes.
Kale katudde eno bw'asooka ewa Pavin
beyond the bed. Exactly. Kati that's
Anyway,
why
so
he sticks. Ewa Pavin kanyaga neyo omusajja mwenzi oba akabala kamuloze.
Oh yes.
You've offered a chenjawulo. Kyabadde oba oli awo anoonya.
Era nina bawala
kubanga buli mukazi are providing a sex.
I was
But at
talking
the
to
end of
some
the day,
girl.
what do you prefer? What do you
Aside
offer
from that,
beyond?
There is a girl, one girl nga agamba nti omusajja yamugamba era nga bino stories nti tayagala mukazi we bino byowulira so yawasiza mukazi we
because I was forced.
family.
I had nothing to do, but you're the one I love.
Yes, they told me straight muntu webati because of your
Babe,
tribe,
you're the
because
one
of this,
I
this,
love.
but I still love you. Now, nemugamba, let me tell you the truth. You're good in bed.
So he doesn't want to lose that.
He doesn't want to lose that.
Or
but
he's keeping
girl,
you there as an option in case he gets bored.
Yes. Nemugamba, you're going to be like a Panadol, something jatasobola kulya buli lunaku. But when there is some pain, ate gy'otamanyiddwa enejja, will come back to you. So either obeera bw'otyo nga buli lwayagala okwegatta nawajja nga bw'aba ali ku kintu kyanalaga famire ye kyanalaga mikwano gye even God, it's the other woman because waba yamutwala mu church kitegeeza tamuswaza namutwala wa Katonda
yamulaga mu nsi yonna gw'akusisinkana eyo
namutwala ne wa Katonda namugamba this is the woman I'm going to settle with. So a man will sleep with you and sleep with you because you're good in bed, drink whatever you want to drink, increase whatever you want to increase in your system, let him enjoy, but he will not settle with you.
Ate munange sente bazimansa. Men can pay anything for sex.
Because they have it. They have it.
Some don't even have it.
It doesn't even hurt. Nze njagala omusajja mpe emitwalo ebiri nga wazijje waluma nga manyi zivudde mu mutima.
Ejja $1
Otero gamba sex is therapy. It's like a hospital. Your bedroom is like a hospital. Ogendayo. Kale, oyomola gwe ngamba. So therapy eyo kitegeeza waliwo ekibadde ekyankalanye najja. So that's what he's using you for. You're like a hospital agendayo kufuna buddagala nadde ewuwe navuga nadde ewuwe.
Akulemerako mire pills oleme kufuna lubuto era wolufunira wonna.
Akimanyi kati kankuwe lwaki akumiza pills. Tosobola takulaba kuba maama w'abaana be. You can't
be. Insecurities. Those things are here to stay.
So
they are not going anywhere.
And society is changing.
Look at yourself and affirm.
You need to cope.
I'm always telling people that you can get mantras, daily mantras, small reminders.
I'm beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
I'm enough.
I have so much to offer. I'm enough. Posting buli wamu bosobola. If it's your skin, if it's your physical anything, totally comfortable nacho, wear a bit of makeup, chill around people who do not mind, people who love you for your personality.
Who will not point out the
be
negatives.
Happy more, you know, of omuntu bwana kusanga ngoli musanyufu. They will never know.
They will never notice anything.
Don't look for weakness like yourself.
You're frowning, you're angry.
Yes, wadonoonya abantu abokubeera nabo tonoonya ate banafu banno all the time. Because you need to face the reality. Tochirina. Then you move on. Life
you need to, but it's a stage of healing.
Yes.
But if you yourself, you feel like you're being picked on for not being perfect to society, you shouldn't name others as that.
Yes.
So when kusanga ngogamba nti mbera ne bano kuba banene bannange, that's very unfair. And I hope God keeps you fat. I need you to, no, Bambi, it's not intentional. You easily cling to what you relate with. Because muba mwagala nnyo okulya. Era mugenda kukola group ya mwenge kibagasse emmere. Oba shegera chenga. No, si mububi.
Maybe not. Sometimes also to fit in.
You have to feed that stomach. So, most cases, kati awo oyina okwejjamu oba muyina motivatinga temukoma kwekyo. How about you say, let's be taking evening walks now that we are doing nothing?
Exactly.
How about we go to the gym? How about we start, juicing?
A dance group.
Byonna binabayambako. Yes, like you can live positively amongst your own peer.
Yes.
Because if you try to fit in because we told you that you can do it,
they'll keep reminding you.
Nga those people eat a salad for lunch. It's going to make you sick. Because you need to feed. You need to eat some fats and protein.
And the body system is different.
You get so emotional.
You get so when I talk about food. No, because these are serious things.
You get sick.
No, these are serious things because there are girls who do these things. You could go to them because of money. Nogamba nti since ndi mwana mwavu kan chilingene bamakula aba anti so ogenda kwetunda ogenda kubba bere ne ba pavin oshegera no, but don't be comfortable because you know this is where you do not want to be oshegera. So keep motivating them bagambe to saving right buli otufuna mutala tetufunayo ka financial group right tetukola like things that will keep you
olaba group eyo yennyini nti ate musobola okuvaamu bulungi nnyo ne mwetuusa mmwe ku level gye mwagala ekintu ky'okubeera omumativu kikulu nnyo. Contentment is very important. Abantu abasinga bakola ebintu bye bakola to uplift their appearances and everything oluusi ebibasula ne ku bizibu side effects zotasobola kuzzaayo kubanga toli mumativu ku kikyoli ate wagaana okukkiriza self acceptance. Njagala nnyo ffe ffennyini tutandika okweyagala nga tonnayagala muliraanwawo. Tandika okwagala ebirungi ebikuliko.
I'm always saying it, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly. You can't give what you don't have. Nekirala, let's try so hard nti obunafu bwo leka bokuba bantu balala kugenda ng'ovuma buli avuddeyo buli asituse.
Stop your pity parties.
Obunafu bwo gezaako okubukolamu omulimu bukuyambe to better yourself. There are people abavuma abantu ku social media naye nga they are bitter about their own failures, about their own ugliness,
so
or
I
about their own whatever it is.
More environment nga bola social media or anywhere nga tulina social media ngoli surrounded by people who are always negative about your appearance or vow
bavire
wejeo and societies change. Oyinza okubeera no nga salt yekulumya omuntu abawala abaliwo bonna beeru nga gwe muddugavu ne weeyerusa ne bagoba ku mulimu.
Obadde ku Junction tubaagala nnyo, we appreciate you. Until next time, kumunye tovao, bye bye.